Hey, Dr. Josh Wagner here with Patient Mastery. Today's video, I'm going to share with you the value and importance of making an unannounced new patient phone call from the doctor after their first adjustment. Now, this isn't going to change your practice and spike your collections or anything like that, but it's surprising how many doctors I hear don't do it because of the wrong reason, or do it but don't get the results they were expecting. And knowing what I was taught, I'm going to share with you a mindset and some words to use that will help make you feel more comfortable in your own skin, help you connect with new patients at the most important point of their care, the beginning, and be one of the pieces in the puzzle for becoming the go-to, most sought after, referred to, and respected chiropractor in your town. So the first thing, I can't tell you how many times when I was growing up that I'd be over at a friend's house for dinner. Phone would ring, we're at the table, usually the mom would get up and answer the phone, come back to the table a minute later, gushing about how nice that phone call was because the dentist from this morning or the veterinarian from dropping off the dog yesterday called out of the blue unexpectedly and purely just checked in to see how she was doing or see how Puggles was doing, and nothing else, just checking in. And it really made an impact. Now, is this necessarily stemming referrals? No, but it's making an impact at a very important part of their care experience. Now, why don't chiropractors, at least all chiropractors, do it the exact same way? Because of so many different sabotages that we have to endure as chiropractors in our field. And one of them is no differently than how I was taught to make that unannounced, unexpected new patient phone call after their first adjustment. And the point was that there was an agenda. There was an intention behind it that wasn't purely good bedside manner, showing you cared, seeing if they have any questions, and purely checking in. When that's your intention, there's no agenda to educate or to make sure they don't think it's about symptoms. You're going to notice that the person's really grateful. And I get it, not everyone picks up. You can still leave a voicemail with the same level of intention. And now with all our technology and how easy it is, you could snap a 45-second video, which really doesn't take long, and have your CA text to them. So you're not starting a text relationship with a patient, whether that's for scheduling or hopefully nothing else. So here's what causes great chiropractors to not do this or do it and it messes up. You learn from some coach from 30 years ago, who learned from their person in the 70s, that the point of that new patient phone call is to make sure they're coming in for their next visit and educate them that it's not about how they feel. If they're feeling good, it's not about that, and if they're feeling worse, it doesn't mean anything. Guys, I know chiropractic isn't just about symptoms, and symptoms isn't the revealing factor of how their health is. But you're connecting with a non-chiropractor, someone who hasn't gone through 4 years of school, someone who hasn't devoted their life to understanding and helping other people with the physiology and knowing anatomy and knowing that symptoms are only a piece of the puzzle. To the normal person, symptoms are everything. So that doesn't mean you make your care about the symptoms, but you acknowledge it, you listen to them, you show them you listen to them. So you literally can ask, hey, just checking in, seeing how you're doing after your first adjustment, and seeing if you had any questions for me. You can remind me about the next appointment, but when you really just come with the intention of surprising them by showing them that you cared, being willing to answer questions that they have, and yes, asking how they're doing, how they're feeling after their first adjustment, you're going to come off really well. And people are going to appreciate that. And most of the conversations are going to be less than 30 seconds, and they're going to say, oh, I'm fine. And they're going to say, didn't really notice any difference, feeling a little bit better, maybe they're a lot better, or maybe they're a little more sore. And guess what? You know how to answer any of those. I don't need to teach you that. But if the agenda is it's not about symptoms, and it's about getting them to, again, conform, then you're coming from a place of manipulation. Come from a place of caring, be a doctor, be a professional, be a human being. And again, this isn't something that's going to skyrocket your collections or referrals. Maybe a little bit of retention, maybe a little bit, but it's about you feeling more comfortable in your own skin And when you could be comfortable in your own skin on a call, it's one step closer to be more comfortable in your own skin during that recommendations conversation, during that consult, with your team, with your entire practice. And that's when you become the go-to doctor. Up here, the words that come out of your mouth, comfortable in your own skin, correct intention, and owning patient mastery strategies. Thank you for watching. If you want more, click the button below, and plenty more where that came from. All right, be well, stay great.